everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I finally thought I'd do another review today. I haven't done one of these for a while. Thought I would review my double buggy. When I initially decided to get a double buggy, I really wasn't in a rush for it. I thought it wouldn't be really used until maybe James was 6 months, so I really wasn't in a rush at all. And then we managed to get a really good deal for pretty much a brand new one, second hand almost. My mum spotted this one and it's the City Mini GT by Baby Jogger. I had seen this in the shop, my mum showed it to me, and I just don't know, I wasn't really feeling it again. I think until James was here I wasn't really stressing over it too much, and then when we got a really good deal on this one I thought, right, we'll just go for it. And we were really lucky that it came with a carrycot, so actually we've used it far more than we thought. And obviously at the moment we're in lockdown, so if we go for exercises, my daughter, who's almost 3, is still not just confident or comfortable walking long periods of time. So obviously we're not just want to go out and go like 10 minutes around the block, so it's nice to have the double buggy. If we want like a 30-minute 60-minute hour walk, we can take the double buggy and she can just go like in and out as she can. So I'm really impressed by this buggy. It's obviously, they're sitting next to one another, which is quite nice. The only downside about having it this sort of size is if you're taking it shopping, which sometimes if we go to like Aberdeen, go to the big shops, it's really not good for like going round aisles, you know, trying to get in and out of like shops, which at the moment isn't an issue, but obviously at some point it was an issue. So I find that if you're going to take a double buggy, make sure you've got someone else who can go with you, that can go with you in the shops, but maybe just stand at the door or just stand at the like main aisle sections, so they're not having to like go in and out of clothes, because it just gets a nightmare. Because sometimes bad enough with a single buggy, let alone doing it with a double buggy as well. So that is something to think about. The other option obviously is you know, having a single buggy with like a double buggy but in like a single style, so they sit on top of one another. I wasn't sure about that. Some of that ones were quite expensive, and obviously they're sitting, you know, they can't see one another. It's kind of nice that they're sitting here. But my sister-in-law mentioned that she had one of them and she found it quite difficult when you were, because it was so heavy with the two of them, you know, it was really having to push down. So there is pros and cons for both different types. It's the kind of thing that maybe you need to go into a shop and, you know, have a little push about with both and see what's going to work for you. This is quite good as well because it really does fold down into like easy for storage and things like that, so it probably works better with us rather than having a base and then the different sort of like pram bits, you know, carrycots or seats and things like that. This is just like all in one and it's much easier. So I'll run round over a bit all the different sections till I'll speak a bit about the carrycot and the rain cover, because that is a bit of a chav to get on, or certainly the first time. Once you've done it the first time it's okay, but I will go over. So obviously there's the 2 seats. I really like these seats. They're like a bucket style seat with, so that, you know, they really sit deeply in it. Really now, Olivia, as I say, she's almost 3, that's my daughter, she probably, like if we're just kind of going about here and she's popping in and out of the pram, I probably wouldn't even strap her in because they're so deep, doesn't feel like she's going to fall out. It's like a proper seat that they're sitting in. It's obviously got your 5-point harness, which is really good. They just click in, the two slide together, so you can just have the bottom one, or if you want the shoulder straps as well, you can add them in. And it's the same on that one as well. It's got like a nice little feet bit for their feet. It's a nice little foot rest, I should say. And then you've got the hoods, which I will open up. I'll do both so you can see. They are really big hoods, and I really find like my single pram is maybe there, so you're not getting that complete shade. So if they're sleeping, it's really good for having this down, they get that protection from the wind or the sun or whatever, so it's really good. And there is 2 little windows, so at the top there's a window here, so you could have it halfway. I'll show you, I've got the brake on just now, probably not the easiest. Where is it? Yeah, so you can have it a window there if you want it halfway down, or if you've got it full way, you've got a window here as well, which is really, really good. So you can see if they're sleeping, or you can check that they're okay, things like that. So the hoods are really good. They're both detachable, so you can take off the hoods, and obviously they can just fold down. There is a little bits for the windows that you can, so if you want to keep the windows up, you can roll this up, and there's just a little bit of Velcro, and that stops it like flapping in the wind and things like that, so that's always good. And back, so that's your seats. So I'll go on to, if they obviously fall asleep, which both Olivia and my 7-month-old fall asleep in the pram, you just, there is a toggle, and you just, I don't know if you can see that, pull it a bit closer, just pull it down, and then I kind of just gently let it fall while holding it, and that is your, there is covers there, so you can take that off. And obviously there's like a protection there if it gets hot, or you know, if you just want a bit of air, but if you want to keep it on, that's that bit there. For pushing it up, it's not the easiest, but sometimes it's a bit like a two-handed job, especially when it's Olivia, because she's a bit heavier, so you've kind of got to watch. Again, you just push the toggle and then push it up and then let go of the toggle, and then that's it. So it's really, really simple. I'll take it up so you can see. There is a little basket, which is big, and it is sometimes that you think, oh, I'm not going to be able to get access to it, but I actually just realised this not that long ago, is that you can access it via the side. That's probably the easiest way to access it, rather than trying to access it from the back. And actually something else I've just noticed from this buggy, there's 2 little side pockets, like a little net pocket in both sides, which is actually not something I realised, so that's handy for having bits and pieces in there, even if it's just like your keys and that, so that's always handy. In terms of the brake, your brake is here. I'll take it a bit closer so you can see. I'll put it down a bit. So your brake is here, and all you need to do is toggle it up, and you hear it clicking into place, and that's it, won't move. To get it down, you've got 2 grey bits, you hold it at the side of it, you pull them up, and then just let it go down. Sometimes it can be a bit stiff, but what I think you always need to remember to do is sometimes it might, if you like push it back towards the pram, then pull it up, and then it'll drop down. So it can be a bit stiff with me. Don't know if that's with all of them, but that's certainly a tip if you've got this style of buggy. The handlebar goes up and down as you want it. I just tend to have it there, and it's obviously a nice gripped leather sort of grip, so it's not too uncomfortable. And obviously the good trick about this I've found, if you are walking with other people and you are struggling, maybe you can have 2 of you probably pushing it. So if it's like up a hill or that, sometimes me and my husband, or if I'm out with my mum, me and my mum will kind of push it together, and it just, when there's 2 of them, obviously it can be quite heavy up the hills and things, so you can always do that. I'll show you how to fold it up. I'm just gonna take you back so you can see. Right, so to fold it up, it's really, really simple. There is, you have to make sure that the brake is on, and then there's 2 in each seat. There's a tab that you've got to pull, and it literally says pull to fold. So all you need to do, pull that 2, and that's it. And that is ready to go into the boot or store wherever you want. And it's, there is a, turn it around so you can see, should just click in. There's a little like tab that it clicks into, that's it. So like it'll go into one of the tabs, and that it won't fold out, it'll just go like that. And then to get it back up, you undo the tab, just undo it, and then literally it kind of pops back into place, and you can hear it clicking. So it's really, really good pram. There is one tip: if you're struggling for storage, like we changed our car, so we lost a bit of boot space. So one of the tips that I would say, which does help, so really for storing, take it up, you can put this in. Now what you can do, if you can see, hopefully, I'll push this down so you can see it on the floor. The wheels, the front wheels are detachable. All you need to do, just remember, is it locked? There's a lock, so you unlock it, and then there's a tab, and all you need to do is pull that tab up, and it should just slide out, so you can store them a bit easier. So like I take that off, and then I've got like a bit under the like boot section, so I can store them away, so I can get it into the boot a lot easier than having to like stand it up. So again, you just slide the handle in, and it should click in, and then you just push it up, and that locks it into place. I've used it far more than I thought I would have, especially obviously having the carrycot. Now we were really lucky that we got this with. There's two types. I'll show you. We've got two bits, so you can have it in either section. So I'll just show you quickly. You want to take this hood off. So there is just little buttons at the side. So take this one off, and just unvelcro. As well, that's it. So obviously it comes off. Obviously you can take this hood off as well. And then you put your hooks in. So let's see. And it hooks in, and you should, yeah, that's it. Should just hook in. Maybe a bit stiff, but that's it there. And then if you wanted it on that side, you could put that one in there. This is the middle section, so you can have that in either one. Whichever, yeah, so it goes that way. So if you want the buggy here, you need to have it that way, and then all you need to do is take the carrycot, and then if you want it, you need to make sure the back bit is down, obviously, so there's space, and then you just literally slip the carrycot into its little sections, and then you can just put it on top. Should do. It has been a while. One. Oh, it's clipped in there. May actually. That's it. It's clipped in now. It's just the angle, and that's that in there. And there you go. And you've obviously got your hood, which again is a really good hood. You can see it's going really down, but you've still got lots of space for baby to see baby and see health and breathe. Sometimes there's a shade. Obviously the hood is detachable, and you can have it either side. So to get it off, there's a little the grey handle here that you can see, and it's the same at the other side, and you just lift it off. And obviously you've got your handles, so if you want to carry it into the house if the baby's sleeping. You can obviously let them sleep here. It's a really nice carry cot. I'll let you see. It's got a little cover, and it's all like got a mattress, and it's cozy enough that it's fine. I think you can take all this out and give it a good clean and everything, which is good. So obviously we know what like babies can be. If you want it on the other side, you can do that. You just need to put it on here. Let's turn this around so you can. So if you want it on this side, again, you just get, there's a button that you press, and that'll let you take it out, and you can turn it around. Click it in there. You've got your, obviously put it down, and then just slide it in. Oh. That's it, but everything just sort of clicks into place. If you've got a newborn and a toddler who doesn't really like to walk much, I really like the carrycot. I think James was out of it at maybe 4 or 5 months. He wasn't a much one for lying down, just a bit like his sister. So I'll just put these hoods back up and just slot in the same sections that you put that clips into for a carrycot. And get them to go in. That's it. And just velcro it back onto where it was originally. So that's your double buggy there. I really like it. Honestly, I've used it far more. I keep saying it, but I've used it far more than I honestly thought I would, and it's perfect for Olivia just to come in and out of, and James really likes it as well. He falls asleep in it no problem, so that's good. That's always a bonus. The rain cover we got as well. I think you buy this separately. I don't think it comes with it, but all you need to do is fold it out, and you'll see there's like a bit at the top. So there's like, this is the top bit, and then you've got like that there, and the zip goes down the side, so you just put that over. It goes right over the handlebars, right down. Everything's getting kept dry. You put your handlebar through it, and now there's flaps at the top that keep the top done. And all you need to do is put it up, let it down like that. And obviously the hoods, you're probably going to have the hood up anyway. That would keep it stopping from going in their faces. And that's it there. It's actually quite a good rain cover. It obviously covers all the back as well, so if you've got any sort of things stored at the bottom, everything's going to be kept dry. And then there's a zip down the side if you need to get access. There is hooks that you can hook onto, but most of the time it's okay. You can just unzip it, and you get access to both compartments. And that's our double buggy. So hopefully, I would think it'll be used for a long time yet. I don't think it'll be going anytime soon. James really uses it a lot, and as I say, with Olivia, she's still not that confident walking long distances, so it's nice to have that extra seat instead of carrying her. And then usually I'll have scooters as well and bikes that sometimes she'll get on and off if we're going for long walks. So just a really good review showing you how to work it. I'm really impressed with it. It's not what I genuinely didn't think I would use it a lot, and it's not something that I sought out. It was just we acquired it by chance, and we bought it through a second-hand buyer. So yeah, no, really like it. And if you are looking for a double buggy, I would highly recommend it. So I hope you've liked this vlog. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you've got any comments or you're not sure about anything about it, I can try and help you as best as I can. This is black. I don't know if there's any other colours, but it certainly is just in black. It does the job for us two, for my two. And then, if you are new, I would love you to hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you the next time. Bye.